All right, good evening, everybody. I hope we're doing well. Thanks all for joining, and it's nice to have you again on this call. On this call, we're not really treating anything new, but we're going to be, um, we're basically going to be addressing uh, uh, this things we already know, but this time around, probably we're going to put in emphasis on them, and then I'll just probably answer some questions, and then I'll give us some updates, right? And then I'll do. We may still get to learn, but we will not so much learn. We'll not so much learn. Okay. So we're going to start immediately, as we all know. No waste of time here. All right. So thank you everybody for joining. This is our Triggers Hangout, and this is a training specially organized for the people of our VIP. And the essence of this call is to provide support, know how it's going for you, know where you are, know what you're doing, and if possible, if maybe you're getting things wrong, we get to correct you. So it's very important that everybody gets to join this call because we also get to learn from people who are making it, people who are killing it. They get to share with us how they are doing it, and we get to learn from them as well. This is how we're able to actually learn Prof. We get to learn, we get to plan together, and we hit it straight. Okay, so without wasting time, we're going to go straight to the training. All right, so just a minute. Okay, all right. I believe you all can hear me. So, can you all hear me? Please, if you can hear me, confirm for me with the chat box. Let me know that you can hear me. Hello. If you can hear me, please confirm for me in the chat box that you can hear me so that we can proceed immediately. Okay, I can't see any chat. I can't hear anybody talking. I'm assuming I have issues with my.
Chat disabled.
You can
Okay,
hear
we
you.
can hear
Okay.
you. The chat
Oh,
is good.
okay. Let me work on that chat. There's this
You
settlement.
disable the chat.
Okay, it's actually, I don't
Very,
know.
very loud and clear.
Don't worry, I'm going to correct that now. Thank you. Um,
Mm.
I'm working on that now. Okay, so I believe we all can hear me, so that's a good one. Okay, good. You should be able to chat now. You should be able to send messages. Someone should please confirm for me with the chat. All right, amazing. Thank you very much. Okay, so I have some list of things that I wanted to explain to us. Okay, so the first thing we're going to touch, not really in any order, but the first thing I have here, we're going to cover a little bit about fundamentals. Then I want to basically explain to us because I noticed that it seems like many of us still haven't understand how pro firms and their rules apply. So I'm going to take our time to explain to us the five major, or let me say, 4 to 5 major rules of pro firms. Because if you don't understand this thing, believe me, you'll just be a cash cow for the pro firm companies. Okay, I'll explain to us some of the importance and the differences between profit firms and live trading. And then I'll talk a bit about our 10K blueprint for those of us who probably haven't understood it or even know anything about it. Okay, so let me start by explaining the concept of the prop firms, right? So let me share my screen so that I'll explain to us. I'll explain. Okay, as you are joining, please mute yourself. Except if you want to say something, or maybe it's even more ideal if you want to say something, just share it in the chat box or raise up your hand. Once in a while, I come to the chat to see if if I have any chat so that I can be able to attend to it. All right. So once again, thank you everybody for joining. So I'm trying to share my screen and then I'll show us about the prop firm so that we get to understand. Let me show us some things about the prop firm. All right, so basically, the prop firm most of us, I believe, are working with is called TradeX Mastery, right? TradeX Mastery is a prop firm headquartered out of the USA. Now, I don't really know the affiliation, but I think Trident Markets are the owners of TradeX Mastery. I've not really confirmed that, but I just believe so. Okay, I'm not very sure. I'm not very sure. So let me explain something to us here. Now, if you're trading in a prop firm, the most important thing you need to know is that it's not your money, right? It's not your money. And because it's not your money, in fact, what I say is if you are trading prop firm, how I explain problem to someone who doesn't even have any idea or understand how it works is simple. I say it's more like a problem is an institution that gives capital to traders. Do you understand? But however, nobody's going to carry their capital and just give to you like that. They have to test you. Do you understand? And then for you to be tested, they first of all start by testing your commitment. How do they test your commitment? Is by asking you to make a commitment. How? Okay, now, as you can see, there are different account sizes here. Can you see? So the first account size they have is the 10K account. Now, for 10K account, this is the price for actually buying a 10K account. Let me show you guys the price so that you get to see it. This is the amount for buying a 10K account. It's about $100. Look at it. Where is the checkout? Yeah, look at it. It's $99 to buy a 100K, a 10K account. This is what you're supposed to spend, right? And then this is very similar to almost every prop firm. You see, there's a 90, normally the average amount that people share in prop firm is 80-20. However, if you want additional percentage, maybe you feel, oh, I'm so good, I know I can always make more. You can now come for the addition of an add-on. If you check here, can you see it's going to add 20% of what you are paying. It's going to add 20%. In this case, it's about $18.80. Can you see it has added to my total? Now, this is an add-on. What this add-on means is that instead of sharing the regular traditional 80%, you are saying I want lioness share. So instead of taking only 80%, they will give you up to 90%. Are you following? That's one of the add-ons. Then the second one is if you even if you want apart from that, you also want extra add-on, you're going to come over and click on trade on weekends. It's going to cost you an additional 15%. Are you seeing it here? Additional 15%. So, outside that, if you still want news trading, because all of these things, without them, ladies and gentlemen, if you just buy a normal traditional account like this, you dare not trade during weekends. You cannot. It will tell you market is closed. One. Secondly, once it's 10 minutes to news or 10 minutes after news, is only when you can trade. But within 10 minutes before news or after news, if you dare trade, let's even assume it goes, right? You're going to be breaking your challenge rule. It's automatic. You're going to be breaking challenge rule. And this is synonymous with a lot of other programs, not just this one we're trading. Do you understand? In fact, to make it more understandable, I'm going to open a different program so that a very common one. Okay, I'm going to open next funded for us. So we're going to do some comparison with them. And then nextfunded.com. Okay, and then you get to understand what I'm saying. Now, outside this, so by the time you add all these add-ons, right? Can you see the total you'll be spending is around 143? But guess what? We've been having promos that give us all these things for less than the amount. So, for example, if you took advantage of the father's 60, I think it should be done by now. Instead of paying this amount, you're getting all of these three for only $41. Are you understanding? So you are actually being given like 100% discount. It's more than the 100 and something. You're getting over 100% discount because you're only paying $41 for everything. In fact, the $1 is for withdrawal fee. It's actually $40, 39.9. Do you understand? So that's it. That's it. What's this? Okay, it's funded notes. I want to show you so that you get to see, you understand that it's not just TradeX Mastery, it's almost all, prop firms that work this way. Abi is .org. Let me see. If not, I'll use, this is it. So are you seeing it? Okay, now I'm going to also tell us something about this prop firm and why we may be switching to them soon, right? But let me explain the traditional rules for TradeX for prop firm using this. Now, please understand okay, go back to my story. So I'm explaining prop firm business to somebody who has no idea or understand what it is, right? The first thing I want them to understand is that this is a company or institution that says we are funding traders. We're looking for experienced traders to fund. Are you an experienced trader? Good. Come over. We're going to fund you and you trade. And as you trade, you make money and we share. So it's more like a group of investors coming together to put money funds to look for people who can trade and make more money and give them. So there's what we call the first phase. The first phase is called the challenge phase. Then the second phase is what we call the verification stage. This is the same with almost all pro firms that offer the regular phase one, phase two challenge. Do you understand? Now, when you come and you make that payment of, let's say, like I said, $100, right? Let's say you pay $100 for the two-step challenge. So the first phase in many of them is the first phase. Please pay attention. I'm using 10K account for example, but it applies to all of them. You're supposed to make 10% in $1,000 account. We're talking about $1,000. Now, in first phase, right? You can do this without what we call the consistency rule. Because let me show you something about TradeX Mastery. In TradeX Mastery, they have four major pillars of their rules. Now, what makes a problem is most times their rules, right? Is their rules that make them stand out. So, because of rules, if you're looking for a company to trade with, you always want to look for their rules, right? These are the four major pillars of Traders Mastery. I'm going to explain them now, okay? So the first phase, the first rule is you must make 10% of the account profit target of 10%. Now, 10% of $10,000 is $1,000, true or false? So you must make 10% of that account first phase. Then after you do it, you're now like, oh, wow, this guy is really good. You know what? Congrats. But guess what if this was luck? You know what? Give him another account. They now give you another account. I mean, it's the same 10K, right? This time around, you're not making 10%, you're making 5%. This is what we call the verification stage. This is what we call the verification stage. Now, once you're able to make 5% of that account, you've passed. Guess what? You now are giving the live account. This is now like the third step. This is the live account you are giving. In this account, there is no profit target. However, there are two major rules you must adhere to. One is you must not have a drawdown of 5%. Again, this applies both even for the profit when you are trying to achieve the profit challenge. Do you understand? You must make at least 10%. I mean, you must not have at least 5% of your drawdown in a day. Do you understand? So this is why we say if you're trading with a 10K account, if you make a loss, let's say your margin is 1,000, which is actually what you are doing. Guys, let me just be upfront with you guys so that you understand. If you are trading a 10K account, what you have to trade with is $1,000. If you are trading a 10,000, a 100,000 account, what you have to trade with is 10,000. Because once you make minus 10%, you are done. However, even before then, if you make minus 5 in a single day, they assume, this guy is getting aggressive. Maybe he didn't show us his color. Please collect the account because these people will not give you money to go and lose like that. You understand? So this is why they have these rules. Anybody who can carefully create a strategy that will bypass these rules is going to be rich because you will understand and play by the rules. You will not have any challenge. Do you understand? So let's say you have a 100K account, right? It means that you must not have a minus 5,000 in a single day, and then overall, that is whether it takes you 10 days, this and that, no have up to minus 10. If you have up to minus $10,000, you are done. It means you are no longer liable to trade the account. But let me tell you the interesting thing. If you are able to actually complete phase one, complete phase two, which is 5%, and you are funded, you are given a funded account, and you are trading on that account, guys, if you are able to make your first withdrawal, let me tell you what happens. They are going to refund that money you paid. So if you spent, let's say 143 here, you're going to be giving back your 143. So you see, you're not actually paying to do this challenge. It's like a commitment. You want to filter the noise because if you go on YouTube, everybody is a professional trader. So in order for them to really be serious, to know, okay, these are the people that really know how to trade, they have to put a cap. Now, the truth is, if you really know how to trade, you believe in your skills, this $100 is nothing. Do you understand? If I tell you I'm going to give you equity of 10,000 for $100, believe me, it's nothing if you are really sure and you know you can trade. But the problem is that most times our strategy is not really aligned to for risk management. I mentioned something in our last class. I said risk management is for people that have money. If you don't really have money, believe me, if you really want to make money from trading, you have to flip, you have to do all those things. This is why I say instead of trading with so much pressure, trying to grow $100 account to 5,000, why don't you just start with this problem? However, the thing is, it will call on more discipline from you. It's going to require more discipline for you. So, what if it takes you a while to shape your strategy to actually harnessing the power of problems? Do you think it's not going to be worth it? Believe me, it's going to be worth it if you ask me. So that is it. I hope we understand this one so far. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to understand is that the challenge period, there is what we call a 5 days trading period. 5 days trading period. What does it mean? It means that if you are trading, if you are trading on the account, you for within your first and second phase, you have 5 days trading period to trade. That is to say, if you make money today, right? If you make, let's say you're on your funded account and you make $350 today, you cannot just withdraw that $350 immediately. No, or let me say, if you're on your second first still, or let's say we said our profit target is 10%, right? On the $10,000 account. You cannot just make $1,000 on one account, on one trade, and that's all. No. You have to. So let's say you're able to make $1,000 on the first day. Here's the secret. On second day, you must open a position just so that it records. So just so the system records that you were actively trading on that day. Do you understand? It must show that you were actively trading on that day. If not, if you allow a day pass by, you fail the challenge. Why? Because you made this money on one day and then you didn't trade the next day. So it's more like you gambled. They will collect the account for you and you fail the challenge. However, you must make, after making this 10K, you must not make 24-hour to roll away without you open a position to show that you are actively trading. Do you understand? So even if if it happens that you're able to make maybe this 1K on your first day of challenge, guys, don't let 24 hours pass without you opening at least a position so that you are able to complete 5 days trading days. Do you understand? Are we following so far? Please let me see on the chat box if you're following so far and you've understood all that I've explained so far. Am I audible enough? Can you all understand? Is it clear enough, or do I need to repeat some things? So the people I'm expecting to be on this call to ask questions and to learn are not even on the call. Later, they will come and call me later to come and ask me questions that I've addressed on this call. Can you see why sometimes it's like I'm a little bit aggressive? It's not fair because you can imagine repeating this thing over and over, and the same adults will not follow, and then tomorrow they'll come and be asking you while you're trading or in middle of some unplanned drawdown. They're asking you questions that you don't need to answer. They're not on the call. And this is the call that I mentioned earlier that we're going to be having. Well, but let's not allow that to distract us. So I believe we're following so far, right? We understand what I just explained. Okay, so what do you want me to repeat? Please mention it so that I will repeat. But before that, let me be explaining consistency rule. So again, let me explain this for us, right? 5 days trading rule works with the consistency rule. Let me explain it. Consistency rule, let me explain. Applied only in phase 2 and ensure steady flow of profit and keep you safe from taking on too much risk in any single trade. The rule states that no single day profit should make up to, or let me say, make more than 60% of your total profit. Now, there is a formula to calculating this, and the formula is simple. Is best trading day, that's your best trading day. Now, let me give you an example. Maybe let me share my white screen now. Let me share my whiteboard so that I will show you guys. Let me know if you can see my whiteboard. Let me see on the chat board if you can see my whiteboard. Just a moment. Okay. Can you see my whiteboard, everybody? Aha, all right, thank you. So here is how it works. So you have 5 minimum trading days, right? You have 5 minimum trading days. Let me explain it to you guys. Please follow me. You have 5 trading days. What kind of pen is this? Okay, just a minute. Let me show you. Where is the pen? Okay, so you have 5 trading days to trade. Now, on Monday, let's use Monday to Tuesday, right? Monday to Friday. Monday, we have Tuesday, we have Wednesday, we have Thursday, we have Friday. Now you have 5 trading days to trade. Now, let's say on Monday, now your profit target for your, let's do for phase 2 is $1,000. Now, instead of making 1,000 in one day, because you already have 5 trading days, right? I say instead of making 1,000, you can divide this 1,000 divided by 5. It's going to be 100, it's going to be 200 a day. Once you do your 200 on Monday, 200 on Tuesday, 200, you're good to go. So that on Friday, you are successfully reaching your 5 days and you are passing without any issue. Do you understand? That is what it means. So you must make sure you have an at least active trading day so that it will record. So in this case, see what we recommend. Open, just find something like AUD card that doesn't really have much momentum or volume. Just open AUD card. You can use 0.01. Just open 0.01, 0.01, and just allow it to run for at least 5-10 minutes and close. You might just, maybe even if it's -1, it's not a problem. Maybe it's -5, not a problem. Do you understand? That is it. Day 2, you try the same thing. That's assuming you've passed on, you've already hit your target on day 1. No? Do you understand? Or day 2 or day 3, and you still have more days for it to complete. Now, you may want to ask, how do you know? This is why you need to always keep logging into your TradeX Mastery account or whatever program you're using. Always log in to make sure that you are in check, because sometimes you may go and feel like you are in check, and meanwhile, you're only on trading day 2. You may go and relax thinking you've hit your target days. Guys, what? You'll be surprised. Okay, are we clear with this? So let me explain phase 2. Let me explain how to pass your phase 2. Let me explain how phase 2 works. So on phase 2, guys, on phase 2 is where I told you that the what do you call it, applies the consistency rule. So here is the rule, right? It says best trading day. It says best trading day. I hope you can all see my screen. Best trading day BTD divided by your total profits. This is the formula for finding consistency score. Total profits, then times 100. Do you understand? So now, if you come to your back office, it's going to show you what your best trading day is. Now, let's say on Monday you made 350. Please follow along. On Monday you made 350. Tuesday you made 200. Wednesday you made how much now? Let's say you made 150. How much is that total, please? Somebody do the math for me. 350 plus 200, 550. This is 700. Okay. Then you come here, you make 200. You come here, you make 100. I believe this should be 1,000, right? This is the total you've made. Now, please take a look at this. What is your best trading day? What is your best trading day? Please, I need response in the chat box. I need to know that we are following. What's your best trading day among this? When did you make more money? Great. Monday, right? So on Monday, I made 350. So look at the rule. It says 350 divided by total profit, which is 1,000. Are you seeing it? Then you times 100. Please, somebody do the math for me. Times 100. Someone should do the math for me. I hope my math is correct. So, but just do the math. Just do the math. You understand what I'm saying? 350 divided by 1,000, then times 100. Anybody seeing it? Please do the math. Let's see the figures. Let's see the figures. Let's have an interactive class. We're all learning. And how I will know we're learning is when I see your feedbacks. Anybody with me? Please, let's interact. What's that? Okay, 0.30, 0.35. No, are you sure? Look at the formula. The formula is where you divided by, I don't think, is best trading day divided by our total profit. In this case, our total profit is 1,000. Do you understand? Then you times it by 100. You times it by 100. It's actually, I'm getting 35. That's what I'm getting. It's 35. So our consistency is 35. Is it below 60 or not? Yes, it's below. Yes, it's 35%. So guess what? You are good to go. You are good to go. You can go ahead and request your withdrawal and you'll be paid. Can you see how simple their rules are? Can you see how simple their rules are? Please, is this clear? Does it somebody get this? Let me type the rule for us. It's best trading day divided by total profit times 100 equal to consistency score. Is in percentage. Are we clear? So please, this is now I'm telling you this so that you are mindful. While trading, don't go and cross too much. Now, let me tell you, you can actually make, let's say, for example, you're actually on a progress and then you come and make 500. Does that mean your account will be closed? No. Does that mean your account is going to be closed? No, it's not going to be closed. But let me tell you what it means. Hold on. So if you achieve this, let's say you are able to do this, right? Let me tell you what will happen. Let me tell you what will happen. If you do this, let me tell you what will happen. Okay, so what is going to happen is this. What is going to happen is this. If you go and make, let's say in your on Monday, let's say let's say your best trading day was actually let's say $700. Are you seeing it? So we're going to now say $700 divided by 1,000 times 100. Are you seeing it? Now we're going to arrive at 70. Is this below 60? Yes. For this, when you request withdrawal, you will not be paid. So instead, what do? You have two options. Two options. One of the option is you must increase your total you've made. You must increase it, right? Or secondly, or you must trade extra days. Is somebody understanding? Okay, you must increase your total profits. That's what you have to do. You must make sure you increase your total profits so that you will now say, so imagine you now, yes. So let's say, or you, if possible, create another new 700 again. So imagine we have another maybe 710. Imagine we do 710. So now 710 plus it's now going to be 700, 710 plus 700. Right? So no. So we already had, let's say we already had 1,000. So we now make 1,700. So take it out. When we now do 1,700 times 100, I mean times, okay, no, sorry. Just a minute. Let me erase this. So we now have, take a look at this. Uh, we now have 710 times, so we now have times 17 because we now added another 700. Or another 710, let's say another 710. Please, I hope we are following this thing, no? 1710 now. We now have 1710. Then, no, sorry, I'm messing up this thing. I'm messing up this thing. But I hope we're following so far. Let me check my chart. I hope we're following so far. Okay, so again, we now added extra 700, or we just, it mustn't be 700. We can just add, make sure our total goes up. We increase our total. So let's say we now have a total of, we now increase our total to be maybe we increase it to 1,500. So we need an extra 1,500. We added another 500. So it's now going to be 700 divided by 1,500. Are you seeing it? Divided by 1,500 times 100. Someone do the math for us. Times 100. What are you going to arrive? Please let me see the response on the chat. What are you going to arrive at? Amazing, 46. So now is 46 below 60%? Yes or no? Yes. For this reason, guess what? You can go ahead and successfully request for a withdrawal and you'll be paid because you are below 60%. Are we understanding the consistency score? This is the secret of consistency rule. Just get this formula that I explained to you and then create your trading plan to be around it. create your trading plan to be around it. Once you get it, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. Okay, so this I just explained the four major trading rules. If you can actually create a trading plan around these four, you can trade with majority of trusted pro firms. So I'm not talking about all those roadside pro firms that will just tell you to come and put money and they'll give you this. Most of all those things are rubbish. But I can tell you of trusted pro firms, especially the number one that everybody knows. Like even if whatever pro firm fails, that one is the number one that nobody will ever have issues with. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to show you one thing that I said we may be considering them soon, especially if you want to trade and maybe you've actually practiced and you are sure that you are good, you can make good money. Please, I'm going to recommend, if you are using TradeX Mastery, please, guys, listen to this plea. I love TradeX Mastery. I've made some good money from TradeX Mastery, but I'm going to be very honest with you guys. Don't, especially your first withdrawal, don't target more than 5%. Please. Don't target more than 5%. You get why? You get why? There's a reason I'm sharing this with you guys. If you get funded the first time, don't do more than 5% because how much did you spend, guys? It's just 100. Maybe, in fact, most of us came through promo. Let's say you bought an account for $50, right? And then you're able to pass the challenge. You're able to pass the challenge. You pass phase one, you pass phase two, and then you get your 10K funded account. Yay! Guys, if you go and start trying to withdraw 2005 from your 10K account from Traders Mastery, I don't want anybody to come and tell me he's having sleepless nights, they're not paying him and all that. Oh, you get why I'm telling you this. I will not go into details, but I'll just tell you guys, please, to be safe, just start with 5%. Put your first withdrawal, target 5% and hit it. If you hit it, you withdraw. If you want to go to withdraw more than 5%, let me show you what you can do. Please, guys, use this company instead. I'm telling you guys from a very frank point, use this company instead. Funded Next. Why? They have been here, they have stood the test of time, they've paid out all kinds of money. If you don't want to use Funded Next, the number one, in fact, the Oga Patapata of them all is called FTMO. It's called FTMO. Please go and use FTMO. These guys have, in fact, they are like the fathers of prop firms. Even if you have withdrawal of 100K, they will pay you. But guess what? They are very rigid. Look at it. They've been here since 2016. They are rigid. They've not changed. And that's why they are still standing till today. Let me show you their rules, guys. They have a rule that states, I think both these guys, both two of them, let me show you. Look at this rule, guys. They said, let me tell you, they said if you request whatever you make, if you as long as you adhere to these, their challenge rules. Look at their rules, right? They also don't have rules. They allow news trading. Okay, what are their rules? If you make your money, they also refund you. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. They said they have this rule that says, ladies and gentlemen, if you buy account from them and you successfully pass their challenge and you get funded, right? If you request for withdrawal, let's say you request for withdrawal right now, the time is 7:37 and it's 24 hours after you requested for withdrawal and they've not paid you out. For every extra hour that they add, they're going to add $1,000 to it every hour. Go and do your research. Go and do your research. Did somebody hear me? Did somebody hear me? Now, are they going to hope that they don't pay you? No. It's just a way of it's just like Domino's that says if you place order and it's 30 minutes and they don't pay you and they don't bring your pizza to you, they'll deliver for free. I believe we know of all these policies, right? It's something similar to this. These guys have stood the test of time. They have money, they are big, they are broad, they can afford to do this thing. Do you understand? And you can see they also have their first target is even 8%. Their second target is 5%. Their overall drawdown is 10%. They allow news trading. They also allow this, but with add-on, no, is with add-on. Don't mind all these things. You will have to do add-on. They also have a 5 days minimum trading days. Their first withdrawal is within 21 days. Now, are you seeing it? These ones have told you upfront before you get your money, you must wait 24 hours, 21 days after your first withdrawal. Do you understand? I think the first one you can even withdraw before then, but so I believe you all can still see my screen, right? Now, look at it. if you want swap, can you see they all work the same way? If you are doing swap, it will add extra $10. Swap simply means holding trades overnight. So if you are a swing trader, you may want to go for this. If you want to add 95%, can you see their own is even 30%? Are you seeing it? If you don't want to have minimum trading days, you just want to trade and get your and just you can trade for 1 day and boom, you can withdraw tomorrow once you hit your whatever your good. If you want bi-weekly, you can see it's more money. Are you seeing that 59 something? Don't they turn to something else? Oh, so I'll tell you this is how they are. This is a company that at least you can bank on, you can do this because they've been here for a longer time, they've done good businesses, and they will pay you your money. I don't understand what I'm saying. This is a realistic point. I don't need to mince words for you or tell you things that will be well. I'm telling you guys the way it is. This is what I will do myself. If you want to do more than that 5%, you want to request, you want to be doing steady 15%, 20% of your Pro Firm challenge account, come and try with these guys. Do you understand? So, and this is just for the second one. Oh, they have what we call the one-step challenge account. Can you see that the one-step challenge account is more expensive? Are you seeing? But instead of doing two phase, you only do one phase. You are expected to make 10%. Once you do 10%, you move straight up, and then your overall drawdown, I see, is reducing now. Oh, it's now 6%. Your daily drawdown is 3%. So if you can still channel your rules around this, you're good to go. And then there's something, their minimum trading days here is just 2%, and then your first withdrawal is within 5 days. If you can adhere to this, you're good to go. Do you understand? So this is it. This is it. That's it. Okay. Then they have what they call the Stellar Light as well. So Stellar Light, you can see it's even getting more crazy. So their first profit target is 8%. Their second profit is 4%. Their overall drawdown is 9, is for 8%. So whichever one suits you, you can go for it. Whichever one suits you, you can go for it. Do you understand? So, but I just explained the four major prop firm rules. If you can understand that, you will not have issues with prop firms. You will not have issues with prop firms. What's our time? It's already 7:40. I'm going to be stopping soon so that we can take questions. Okay, these are the four major pillars. If you understand this, you can crack it. Now, what is our daily blueprint? Our blueprint and our strategy. The blueprint we say is instead of stressing too much on 200 account, because now person will get good money, they do risk management. Oh, I'll tell you guys the truth because I also trade, so I will tell you guys the truth. If you be making 1% of 2% of $200, that's $2. What $2 will do for you now? It's too little. So instead of us pressurizing that $200, I recommend invest in this, then sharpen your trading psychology, sharpen your trading strategy so that you can be able to be prop firm friendly. Make your strategy prop firm friendly so that you can pass it and be able to start making money. And mind you, I did mention something. There are companies again that offer what we call instant funded account. Now, for whoever is considering instant funded account, the company I may recommend is Handtech. You can check out Handtech Global. That's the one I would recommend. If maybe you've seen that, if be like say challenge is not for you, you keep losing challenge accounts. Maybe you just need funded accounts. You can go check out Handtech. Handtech, you know I'm recommending Handtech. They've also been in the game for long. In fact, they've been a broker. I know many of us know them as broker. They've been a broker for a long time. Now they just moved into Profem. I trust such companies than all these companies that just come up from nowhere, right? I trust those companies better. Okay. So FTMO, like I told you, is the quarter of them. In fact, these guys offer you a career. But if you know how to sharpen, they get to a place where they pay you as much as 50,000 a month to trade accounts. They put you on a salary, but you must prove, you must do a lot of things. So, for example, you must, in 6 months, you must not blow any accounts. You must not lose any, you must not have up to 5% drawdown. You must be successfully withdrawing. Then you can apply to be this. Once you hit this, you'll be like, it's like you are now a trader for them. They will give you real money to be trading for them. But like I said, you must have proven yourself. You will not just wake up and they will give you all these benefits. No, it doesn't happen like that. So you can see there's a lot of benefits to understanding and mastering Prop Firm Challenge accounts. There is a career to attach to it. I'm telling you guys, there's a career attached to it. If you're able to understand it and sharpen your skill to harnessing it, you will make a lot of money. There's a whole career with this. So like I said, if you're looking for the one you can really trust, the reliable one, you can come check these guys out. They've really, really been here for a while, and you can trust them. I'll tell you that you can trust them. They've really, really been here for a while. Okay, so this is it. What else again do I want to share with us? what do I want to share with us? Okay, so regarding our strategy, I don't know. Guys, we explained, let me just touch very quickly on our strategy before I take questions. Okay, our strategy says that if you are using a $10,000 account, you have 10 lives, right? You have 10 lives. Now, with your 10 lives, it means you have 10 trials. You're going to use $100 account. I mean, you're going to use, for example, SL of $100. SL of $100, and I say, please, your risk to reward should be nothing below 1:200, 1:300, even better. But the thing is, gold, right? Gold always reverses. This is why I may say maybe you can do 1:300 is okay. Now, it still requires luck. Oh. Now, if you put your stop loss to be too close, gold, you know how gold behaves. If you are not lucky to actually get it moving straight up, gold may come back to touch your SL before it actually pushes up. We know what gold has been doing. So instead, what we do is, guys, when you enter your trade, let's say it's a sell, when you enter a sell on gold, you put your SL. Now, like I told you guys, you're not going to, you're no longer using, the normal price, you're not using the normal take profit in numbers, you're not using price as numbers, right? Instead, you're using dollar figures. You just type your $100. You just type your $100. Once you type your $100, that is your SL, and your TP, that's your SL. Yes, SL $100. Then TP, you put your 300 or whatever you want to put, right? Once you put that, you are good to go. You're good to go. Do you understand? Are we following? You're good to go. So two things will happen. It's either it hits your SL, boom, and you lose 100, or it hits your TP. Now, I hear people saying they enter three trades. Guys, you guys will be you guys have been on this course. I said if you lose a day because of your psychology, just go and rest, because the chances are that you may end up revenge trading. So if you lose once, just go and relax and come back tomorrow. This is what I keep saying. But I'll hear people coming to tell me that they lost 300. I'll be like, how? They entered three trades, it went against them, they opened another trade. Guys, if you are doing that, you are strictly on your own. And in fact, I'm not even going to be attending to those things, because to all those kind of things again, because for goodness sake, we've tried to come up with this strategy. I didn't charge you guys. I gave you guys this strategy for free. But to just simply apply it is a problem. And then when you encounter issue, you come complaining, trying to blame the signal, trying to blame. I told you guys, with this strategy, even if you are down, if we hit SL today, right? Tomorrow you come with one TP, it's going to recover back 3 days for you. This is why when you enter, if possible, leave the chart. Two things are likely to happen. Either you hit TP or you hit SL. If you hit TP, you gain back 3 days. If you hit SL, you lose 1 day. You still have 9 lives to try. You understand? So this is it. If you're not willing to adhere to this, if you're not willing, then I'm sorry, I don't know how to help you again. Nobody should come and ask me of how I can help them pass their challenge again. I'm not interested in all those things, please. Because this is the best way I feel I can help you, but you're not willing to follow it. So I don't know how else you want me to help you, right? So this is it. That's what I wanted to cover this night. All right. So at this time, I think I'm going to stop the share, and then I'm going to go ahead and allow room for questions. So if we have questions, let's go ahead and share. Let's go ahead and ask our questions.